request to please switch off your mobile phone or keep it on silent mode. I allow 3 seconds for this. As a Toastmaster, we never discuss on sex, religion and politics. Please refrain from any disturbance with cross-talking or leaving and entering the hall when the speaker is giving his speech. Please allow him to end his speech. Everyone has a mission to achieve their goal of success. Likewise, our Toastmasters mission goal is to provide supportive and positive learning experience which helps them to grow their communications and leadership skills, which helps them with more self-confidence and personal growth. Please join me in welcoming our energetic entrepreneur and our Kishorda Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal.
Good evening to all of you. I officially open meeting number 2555. Do you have any guests today? No? So nice. We are all members here today. The first and foremost, the minutes of meeting number 254 was shared by our secretary some days back, all right? Someday I would like to listen, not accepted. Can you see that day? Will happen. Habib, doing a very good job. And let's give a good We should learn the sincerity and determination that he has in him. We should learn from him. At least I'm learning. Thank you, Habib. Okay, today's theme is what daily discovery. So I as a person would always like to do something new, something challenging on a daily basis. How many of you are like me to do something new instead of the daily routine, gisapita? Daily something new you want to do?
Yes.
Something challenging?
Yes.
So from tomorrow onwards, start listing on the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
What new you have done today?
Sure. Homework was coming out.
What new you have done? It will inspire others also.
Yeah.
Today, this is what new I did. This is what challenging I did. Shall we do that? Say yes in louder voice.
Yes.
Good. This morning, first half, I was feeling quite dull. Am I looking dull now also?
No.
You know the reason why?
Not here.
PK is here. PK is here. Actually, I got connected to the Consulate General of Peru in the second half. And he gladly accepted our invitation, I'll not say mine, our invitation to come as a keynote speaker for the division contest on 26th. This is the first round of discussion that I had with him. Details will follow and then we'll see how it turns out. So this is something new that I was able to do today. After the second time, I was feeling quite energetic now. Isn't it? So something new will definitely come up. You have to just keep your mind and eyes open, ears also open. It will always come through. Not wasting much more of our time, I would like now to call our Toastmaster of the day. Two things that I'd like to share about her. We would never see her like a raging bull fuming with fury. On the contrary, on the contrary, we always see her like a divine beauty, always beaming with laughter. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as a Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rashmi comes onto the stage. Let's see what she has up her sleeve.
What an introduction, man. Thank you so much. Unusual introduction today. Thank you, thank you. Today's topic, what I've chosen is daily discoveries. Caterpillar has 12 eyes. And then rat, when you tickle, it laughs. Fish can cough. And if you think about hippopotamus, you think it's a large animal, it can go faster than human beings. I was trying to figure out, these are unusual things. Whoever has collected all these things, when you read them, you're thinking, man, God has tried so many different things before he made man. He has so many prototypes. That was a revelation I had. So if you keep reading more and more, after a certain point of time, you'll start having revelations. This is what I wanted to convey in my topic today. If you take three sections, kids, adults, and senior citizens, how do we learn? Give me a second.
Thank you.
How, if we take the kids section, we all know the basic education stuff. If they don't learn every day, they're not going to be good in grades, they're not going to be adaptable, all these things. If you take their personal life, if they don't learn, they won't be confident enough. They will not skill up. They will never be adaptable. And if you take the personal space, they will never be confident if they don't learn. For them to talk to anyone or communicate is better to have more knowledge. Then move to the adults. They have different learning things, ways to learn. What are the different ways to learn? They can go to podcast. They can go to YouTube. They can take a book, sit down and learn. They can go through videos, however they want to learn, but it has to be relevant to them. They're not going to sit and learn like kids. Whatever is relevant to them, they're going to learn that. The relevancy can change from day to day. So what? We're all human beings. But let's make it a habit to learn every single day. As you keep learning over a period of time, you will get these aha moments, which is the revelation. These revelations will help you in understanding the nuances of the cosmic evolution, of how the cosmic creation happened, or how do we exist, a lot of these things. That is what we want to achieve at some point of time. Okay, what is the use for an adult? I think we all know about it, so let's not get into that. If you take the senior citizens, I think it is all the more reason they have to keep reading and learning to get these aha moments. Not only that, I think they have too many aha moments, but even after getting aha moments, they need to be more self-reliant and they want to be self-independent. So it is more important to keep on learning all through your life. With these, if you think about it, we are all here. Why are we here? Same thing, daily discoveries. We go through the table topics, we learn, we go through the evaluations, we learn is a constant learning, and we also have these small aha moments. And we are able to give good public speeches and good evaluations when we go outside or build a team, do whatever we have to do in our careers also, all because of Toastmasters. But how did Toastmasters start? In 1924, someone had this aha moment, revelation, saying, I need to do this to everyone, and that is how Toastmasters started. And with the Toastmasters, we have three sections. One is the prepared speech, one is the table topics, and the last one is the evaluation section, which we all wait for. Before we jump into these three, we have the three soldiers, the timer, the grammarian, the R counter, and the grammarian. Let's get the introductions from them. The timer.
And customers is to see everybody is with the time frame because time is very important in life. So everyone I will be looking at, noting down, and when the evaluator asks me to produce the time sheet, I will be
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasanna. The R counter is Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah, today I also have a discovery moment. A fish can cough. I am going to see which fish here is going to cough and how much. And hippopotamus can also run faster than man. I just came back reading that Raramuri tribe is the most excellent runners. They go so fast and super. But let's see here which hippopotamus is going to run and run like the Raramuris. I'm going to see that the crutch words like and your special words, which actually makes your cough. And I'll give you the cough details to you at the end when you call them.
To the general evaluator, thank you so much. The last but not the least is the grammarian, and that is Toastmaster Meghana. Thank you so much. Now it's time. Let's all move to the first section. And to initiate our first section, the lady with the voice of magic, and the lady who pushes all the members and takes all of us with her from our group, Toastmaster Shalini. Can you come and give the evaluation criteria, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rashmi. Good evening, Toastmasters. My target speaker, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, he is attempting his level 5 project 2. This is a longer speech, so timer to note that at 18 minutes you will show the green card, at 19 minutes you will show the yellow, and at 20 minutes you will show the red card with 30 seconds buffer. Sir, am I right? Yes. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer speech which is necessary to engage an audience for a longer period of time. With that, I wish the speaker the very best. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Our next speaker is one of the members who had joined through the speechcraft, and he had completed speeches so fast in the beginning, and then he had a hurdle. But then now I guess he's completing the pathway. So let's welcome Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, Dynamic Leadership L5P2, My Life's Purpose. My Life's Purpose L5P2.
The meaning of life is to find your gift. The meaning of your life is to find your gift. But the purpose of your life is to give it away. My dear Toastmasters, this is the lesson which I learned after a very, very long journey. And before I start, I would like to ask you all, what is that it makes you get up every day morning from your bed? What is that one thing which makes you? Anybody can volunteer? The alarm. But you have a button to snooze, or you can choose not to get up. But something makes you get up. What is that?
Duties.
Duties?
Chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams? Chase your aspirations or fulfill your aspirations?
Expectations.
Expectations?
Family commitments.
Family commitments? Nature calls? Anybody else? Cup of tea, a desire to drink a cup of tea. So if we take all these things put together, it is something which is making you come out of your bed and say, I need to go get up and look in for anything which you want to achieve. There is a fear factor hidden in us that what the day could be and how you can make it. So as you progress from your childhood, My experience is that every day your focus or your purpose changes. When I was a small kid, my purpose of life was to survive. I was the last child, sometimes most pampered, but sometimes most rubbed. Always a football, being kicked by everybody, and occasionally being pampered by everybody. I was very fond of my eldest brother. So a desire came that I want to be with him. I want to be with my elder brother. The purpose at that particular age was that I want to be with my elder brother because my elder brother was staying away from the house. God said, God bless you, go. So I was made to go with him. An occasion arose when at the age of 7, my family packed me and said, you go out of the house with him. I was very happy. The purpose was fulfilled. But I landed in a place where there is no language. I don't know any language. They put me into school. But do you know what one thing I liked everywhere and I was very proud that somebody is also singing the same prayer? It was the national anthem. They were singing the national anthem. I said, okay, I know this prayer. Because I was so small. So I said, oh, this is what I also used to sing during the prayer assembly. So this is there. So this is what. That was a challenge to talk, to communicate. The purpose at that my age is to communicate, make friends, know the language. But I conquered the language very, very easily. Conquered the language. I could be very fluent in that particular language, and I started making lots of friends. The reality of my school days came in front, and the purpose of my life changed from living my brother to living outside the house in the school. So I used to get 100% attendance. Never I used to miss because I was bored sitting at home or being thrashed left, right, center for not doing either homework or the spellings or any other work or not even eating food. To eat 3 rotis, how much time do you all take? 10 minutes. So in child days, how much time you would have taken? 1.5 hours I used to take. So I used to get a lot of thrashing again, get thrashed. After eating food also get thrashed, not doing homework get thrashed and all. Now the purpose of my life changed. Every year we used to come back to Bangalore to my family. My purpose changed. Enough with elder brother and sister-in-law, let me come back. That purpose changed. And then God said, okay, good, go. And I came here. That was a place when I had entered my teenage and I was in the school and colleges. I'm sure you all have book and paper with you. If not, somebody can just take it and circulate empty paper. Please write what was your purpose of your life in your school days. An interesting exercise, maybe. You can take it into half. I don't have much papers. So just take. You can write in the books. That is there. It is not to be submitted. All those who don't have, please share it. What did you think your purpose of life was during your school days or college days? Quite interesting. Please, yes, good. That's all first benchers used to do. Any last benchers?
Yeah. I used to read my novels and read that without my mother knowing it. And
Getting thrashed.
So I used to have my
Lab record and you used to keep your book inside.
The novel is inside and I'm reading the novel and not the lab record.
Very true, very true, very true, very true.
I used to keep on go and keep.
Yes, that is also there. So that was your purpose at that time.
Mine was to achieve somehow to watch television. Somehow.
Somehow watch the television.
Means,
The purpose.
when people all used to go to sleep, I used to open it, put the sound at a lower this thing, used to watch it till 2-3 hours.
Very good, very good. So nice of that. Everything was there for you all.
We had the vacuum diode radio. And India West Indies match commentary used to come at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I put it in such a tone that my mom doesn't
Get up and see that you are listening to the school. All these things, the purpose was very, 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 very. Something very most interesting. Few people are not able to express. But during my days, few boys were always. Purpose is to see the girl look at it a corner of her eye and smile. That was the thing people used to just have the purpose. The purpose would have solved. Oh, that girl saw me, or that boy saw me. The purpose was that in that particular age. That was the truth. Because the life beyond nobody had seen, not even anybody had experienced, but we were all living for that day, for that moment. But that was the greatest thing. That time the purpose was living at that moment. It happened during 1990, maybe in the month of August, September. I completed my graduation, and it was a day. A graduation ceremony used to be there. So for all mechanical, automobile, industrial production engineers, we had a send-off party. So we gave all good news, goodies, bye-bye, everything, said all good things to the colleges, and we came back. That day I realized, after my exams, what I should do. It was a blank screen. There is no purpose. Till now, I had some purpose. I had a purpose to study. I had a purpose to enjoy my life. I had everything. In my college, I had a purpose to be competitive with somebody and get at least 2 marks more than him in the internals and in the final exam. The purpose is all over. I don't know what is my purpose of life. That is the realization which happened to me. And there I started looking at it. What should I do? But unfortunately, I did not have any mentor, or I did not believe in the word of mentor or mentorship. And like a bull, I went charged into the open field of my career. I had a lot of tricks, just like you see there is a sports, bullfight sports, that the person will be piercing the bull running with the spear and all these things trying to kill. Worst case was mine. But I fought. I did not live. My purpose at that particular time was to survive in that particular environment and make a name for myself. And within short time, wherever I was, I got to make my name. A very interesting subject. I had taken up a job in a quality control department. I was there. So suddenly the general manager said, because I was little fluent in Hindi, so he said, you are good, so you go to Uttar Pradesh. There was a plant. I went there. That was in Pratapgarh, most notorious place. I did not know. I landed up from Delhi at 2 o'clock night, early morning. So scared I was. So I did not know. The best thing was to go to the police station. So I went to the police station, and the constable was there. He asked me. I said, I have to go to this factory. He said, you sleep in that platform. Morning, 6 o'clock, take cycle rickshaw and go. Then I called my MD, that plant MD. He was sleeping. He said, call me in the morning. So scared. On that day, the survival became my purpose of life. how to survive there. Somehow I managed in the morning to reach. I could complete a week's time in that unit. Later, when I became very friendly with all those people, they gave me a heart attack moment. They said, in this factory, we also make katta, guns, that is country guns. And they showed me also how it is. The purpose of my life changed to survive, to live. I just told my general manager that I am homesick and I have to come back. They shifted me to other places, vendor development department. I completed that and I came back. My purpose again fulfilled. That I am back home. I am in comfort zone. But all these purpose, when it was changing, it was teaching some or the other lessons for me. I am sure if you just sit, relax, and go back, every incident would have taught you something or the other. It would have made you, the problems which has come to you, it is only has come to you because you are capable of solving the problem, or the problem is making you strong enough to face a much bigger problem. All these things made me get a lot of experience. And when I changed my job and when I became in another company, all this helped me. And it gave me enormous strength. And my purpose of life was to soar heights. I dreamt of becoming vice president in that organization. So much was my dream. My purpose was to reach the pinnacle in my department. And in my department, I was the head. But something happened as the fate, the purpose of doesn't have any meaning in life. So I took some decisions in my life which made me come back to Bangalore, to a comfortable zone. And I was here. Here, my life journey or the churning of my life happened. All those experiences did not help me to survive, did not help me to do anything. It shattered me so much. I always used to think, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? But I did not get any answer. Please believe me, till that day, I did not have any mentor. I did not believe in having a mentorship. I never knew about a mentorship. Why we should have a mentor? Then, whom I thought is a mentor turned out that he is my boss. Boss seldom becomes mentor. So everybody is focused on getting what they want instead of mentorship. There I learned what is to be a mentor. And in that organization, I decided if you want to terminate a person, think twice. Think twice before you terminate. Have you put all your effort in him to teach him the job, or just you want to avoid him? Ask two questions yourself. And first of all, put your efforts to train him, and then, if he is untrainable, change his position rather than remove him. People don't just come to work for fun or for salary. They also have a purpose in life. We have to make them, as leaders, we have to make them realize what it is. So then, from that moment, my life turned. I surrendered completely to the God, and then I had few mentors who trained me how to think, how to behave, and what principles you should follow in your life. The three principles which I still follow are leadership development. I should develop a leadership. Leadership is not something making a comment, making a decision, and asking others to follow. Leadership is something which my mentor always says is that you must demonstrate what you are saying. That is your leadership, not what you making others as a followers. If you want to be a real leader, you should be able to demonstrate your words in action such a way that you empower the other person to work. It is not just say okay or no. When I was in a position in an organization, I used to write, if you are coming with a problem, please don't enter. If you are coming with a solution, please come. I used to do. But now, my thinking, my thought process has changed. You have a problem, I have a solution. Come to me. I will support you. If you want me to do your job, I am not the person. You want a solution, I will give. You implement, I will handhold. This is what I have been practicing. All the things when I started my career. Then, the next principle which I work is service to the community. Service to the community I started after losing every friends, everything. I wanted to make somebody friend. So there is a saying in Rotary, and all of us are Rotarians, so this I am sure everybody would have heard. It is the association of friends who had never met, who are meeting again. Friends who have never met. Now again they are going to meet. With this thing, I developed, and I am proud to say that I joined Rotary Bangalore South Parade, and under the able leadership of Toastmaster Rotarian Anand Ramchandra, as the president, in the second year only, I became a community service director, which opened up lots of avenues for me to learn. It was not at all possible. I don't think so. In my lifetime, I had that much opportunity to do that. The third important thing which I always say or which I always follow is continuous learning. I did not stop. I had stopped. 1990 was my last exam, engineering exam which I have written, and then the next exam which I wrote was in 2010, my first exam of MS, and hopefully next year I'll be writing my PhD exams also. So I am enrolling myself. So that will be as a continuous learning. Today night at 9 o'clock also, I am participating in one of the training about red ocean and blue ocean theory. So, dear Toastmasters, purpose of life is not one. At each life, at each stage, the purpose changes. We have to align ourselves. So I go back to my first statement, which says the meaning of life is to find your gift. But the purpose is to give it back, which as a trainer, mentor, coach, and a process specialist, I am giving back all my knowledge which I have gained till now. Over to you, Toastmaster.
I guess he's walking the talk when he says he's giving back to the community and he's learning every day. I think that is exactly what we are talking about here, saying daily discoveries and how it's going to empower you. Thank you so much. I think it aligns very well. I guess we have finished our first session. Moving to the next session is the table topics where we have butterflies. To conduct the table topics, we have someone who is in Lions Club, Rotary Club, and Toastmasters Club. Any other club, we can engage him. I think we should ask him if he can join any other additional clubs. Member of all these clubs, we also call him Annadata of our club, Toastmaster Vikas. The table is all yours.
Thank you. So, once again, good evening. In continuation with our Toastmaster Rashmi, to summarize, the theme of daily discoveries can be explored through the lens of everyday life, focusing on the small, often overlooked joys and insight of daily routines. So Today I am here to give an opportunity to our fellow Toastmasters and guests to share their learning on their daily life experience. So now I'm going to give you some of the questions, some of the opportunity where you can share your thoughts on it. So my first one is, please lend your ears. Things you do, things you would do differently if you knew nobody would judge you. Things you would do differently if you knew nobody would judge you. Any takers? Please, anybody. Please. Thank you. Things you would do differently if you knew nobody would judge you.
I would like to dance.
Wow.
I go to party, DJ, music. I know no one is going to watch me because of the lighting, because of the sound, because of the energy in the room. I would only and only love to dance as much as I can. Till the time DJ party music is on, I can dance. So I know no one is going to judge me there. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so good. Right. So, as she wanted to dance, so I would like any of us, like, are you more worried about doing things right or doing the right things? Are you more worried about doing things right or doing the right things? Getting it? Are you more worried about doing things right or doing only the right things? Any takers? Please. Thank you. Welcome. That's really an interesting topic, and I think it's really subjective. First of all, there are things which are right and there are things which are wrong. But according to perspective as well, the things that you think are right may be wrong in somebody else's eyes. Simple thing, for example, if I want to go out and I find somebody that is requesting for some money or for some food, I might think that it is wrong to encourage someone to beg because I want them to be independent and earn on their own. But there might be others who might be feeling a little bit of empathy, a little bit of pity, and hand over the required thing. But I would feel that I'm encouraging something that is bad, but that person might think that that is good. So in that perspective, I think it is about doing what is right, and there are certain things that you have to do the right thing, and right thing can also involve false hopes. Right? I mean, for example, if I have my niece asking me, or niece or nephew asking me, I want to go to that place, I want to watch a movie, no matter what, I want to go and watch that movie. But I might have had an idea as to what that movie is all about. I might have an understanding that this might be bad for the kid. I would not straight away tell him that it's bad and I'll not take you there, but I will take him to another movie and try to encourage him, try to explain to him that this is the movie that is uh, more encouraging, more educative. So these are the two perspectives that I want to highlight here, and I want to just bring it up saying that not everything is right or wrong. There are certain perspectives that we need to follow. I think we are human beings. We have a brain. We have to use our brain and assess the situation and then move in that particular direction. So this is my take on this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that puts a question on your whatever you have shared with you. So that in line with it, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? What he shared, weakness or strength? Like your kid crying is a weakness or strength? No, I want to do it. Right. Weakness or strength? Any takers? Or I will pull somebody. Please come.
Crying is a
Weakness or strength?
okay. So I did a program called Landmark. My boss introduced it to me. In the first half session, it was like you need to call your parents and communicate whatever happened XYZ. I had too much of grudge with my dad. I was like, he is here, I would not be in the house. Either I was go and sit in the room. So one fine day, I gave him a call and I said, Papa, मैं जो कोई की दूँ हमारी गलती थी मैं अप्रमाता नहीं कर रही हूँ and he was silent. I conveyed him whatever happened in life yet now. It was all my mistake, I accept it. I don't want to blame you for anything. There was a pause from his side. We both cried for a moment or so. And he said, where are you, what are you? I explained him the entire scenario. So I guess we cried that day, being happy. And as he said, is it a strength or weakness? That day we both shared a strength. It was not a weakness. So crying is always like how we look at it. Thank you.
Thank you. So, in continuation, my next topic would be, if you had to teach something, which topic would you teach? You get an opportunity to teach something, which topic you would teach? Thank you, Mr. Anand. That was really something from your side, and I think you'll give honor to all this thing, the question. Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Anand. Toastmaster Anand.
If I'm given an opportunity to teach, what topic would I teach? You ask me 10 times, I will still come back saying leadership, leadership, and leadership. And when I say leadership, it actually means bringing up the people who are working with you, encouraging them to see that the performance comes up to your level of expectation. And when you're not there, you have many people who can come and take over as leaders, promote them, send them out, and maybe the world will be filled with leaders trained by me. Sometimes it so happens that you meet the other man whom you have trained in competition. And then you can go and tell them, good luck. Today, whether you win or I win, it is my victory. I win, then I win. If you win, Ustad wins. Leadership is not about titles. Leadership is not about staying up there and walking around. Leadership is about taking decisions when the water is choppy. Leadership is about navigating the road when you see a big rock in front of you and take the people around you and come out of it with flying colors. Teaching that, again, is a leadership skill. Thank you so much.
So you can see the symmetry with your questions I am giving you one after the other. So the same in the same symmetry, the other one is, are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? She is hiding her eyes. Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of?
I'm holding on to so many things that I want to let go of. So I think everyone will have in their life, because everyone is made with some different kinds of core and based on the psychology and based on our upbringing and everything. So some things might be like a fear of the speaking in public, or laziness, or I think sometime back I told procrastination, or even pursuing your dream. Some people think that okay, pursuing a dream which not others are pursuing, because you start comparing with others. So the most important thing now I want to take is comparing myself with others. So I always compare with myself in order to to see the better of my version. So I think I need to let go the comparison instead of the focus on my own plan, my own the strengths, and also my own weaknesses. How to counter my weakness, how to utilize my strength in order to create the better version of me without comparing with others. Because each one is special. Each one will have different kinds of strength, different kinds of weakness. My weakness is may not be his weakness, and my strengths are different, and his strengths are different. So I want to get rid of this, the habit of comparison and judge myself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, my next question is, as per your, as per you at present, how old would you be if you didn't know? How old would you be if you didn't know your real age? As per your thoughts, as per your.
20 with 57 years of experience.
Yes. So please share. Why? How old you would be if you didn't know your actual age, as per your. Please. Ramdas sir, you would be the great sharing person. So how old you would be if you didn't know your actual age, as per your planning?
Thank you, Table Master. Dear Toastmasters, age according to me is just a number. It's required because as we are born, there is some number put on our birth certificate, it's there on DL, it's there on Aadhaar card. It's definitely required to be known, because otherwise what criteria apply to get into schools or to get into a job or to retire from job? Right? So age is definitely required to be mentioned somewhere. But if we keep that age in our mind, always saying that I'm 45, I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm 70, it's not going to help. In fact, ask any kid what's their age, they will least bother till their age because they don't care about their age at all. For them, the priority is just to play, have fun, and enjoy their life. But as we grow up, somewhere gets stuck in our mind that I'm getting older, I have to do something in my life. I'm nearing 60, I'm nearing 70. My friends, it doesn't matter. Age just doesn't matter. Being 60 years, 70 years old, you can be as energetic as 18 years old person, like Prasannaji. Right? So age doesn't matter. I've seen 18-year-old people who are like 60 years old. They cannot walk, they cannot run, they have no energy. So age is not a factor to be considered according to me. It's all in your mind. So if I didn't know my age, what is there in the birth certificate, I would always think I'm just 18 years old, going to college, enjoying fun, and no responsibilities. The best part is when you're young, parents are feeding us, go to school, learn something, pass. Just pass is the criteria that we need to apply. Should not get failed. That's all. I think if we apply that in our life, just go on, enjoy the life, because nobody knows how much we're going to live, how many years. Every day counts for us. Just enjoy every day. Don't bother about your actual age. Thank you.
Great, sir. That was full of energy, sir. You gave us a good thought about our lives, sir. So, if you could choose one book as a mandatory read for all high school students, which book would you choose? If you could choose one book as a mandatory read for all high school students, Which book would you choose? If you could choose one book as a mandatory read for all high school students, which book would you choose? Which book would you choose for high
Thank
school
you.
students?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, the book I will be choosing, the heroes of our war heroes of India, because many the teenagers don't know about the struggles what they have done to achieve the independence. The many wars we faced. Now I am reading about it and I am knowing about it. The war heroes. They are the real builders of our nation. And none of, even including my son, he don't know. Oh, ma, it's okay. I should have read. But I said, rather than reading all these other, writers, the Indian military people have written about, the retired officers from the Indian Army has written about it. So we all should know. That is what I believe, that we all need to read about it, not only the school children. It should start from there and it should be in their curriculum, not only reading, because they need to know. Who is studying in India need to know about our country, isn't it? I do believe that they all should know what our country is. So I, request them to read that book.
Thank you. Thank you.
No. Right. This is a good one. If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give? If you could instill one piece of advice in a newborn baby's mind, what advice would you give? Shalini ma'am, who better than you? Our sir,
Abhimanyu getting teased by Krishna.
whatever. Santosh sir, our Abhimanyu of Toastmaster. So one piece of advice you would want to instill in newborn baby, like our Abhimanyu.
What's Abhimanyu?
Right, sir.
What's Abhimanyu? First thing, let me know that. Okay, so the topic given to me is one piece of advice that I would like to instill in a newborn baby. One piece of advice. See, very frankly speaking, one piece of advice will never help anyone. Advices will keep changing and progressing as time passes. Initially, you have to just advise the kid. Just do whatever you like. But as they grow up, what is advise them? You have to study. If you don't study, you will not progress, you will not pass. When they come to 10th or 12th, tension, 10th and 12th board, study more harder. They pass out that, then they have to look for some jobs. So the advices keep on changing. But one advice that will never change and will make them a good person is teach them a character. They should have a character, an attitude, which will give them a strong foundation and support their life throughout the journey. Clap for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So that's the end of my table topic session. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmasters,
Thank you
for
so
sharing your
much.
views, experiences.
What a revelation. So many questions came up in my mind as we were listening. Why is age required? Right? If you think about it, not the normal way why is age required, but if you think about who made the rules that at 5 you should join the school. Why not 4? Why not 6? Why not 8? A lot of questions and a lot of answers we need to look at, and we need to keep reading. I think with this, I think table topics is at the end. Now we have the meet session, which we are all waiting for, the general evaluator session. And as soon as general evaluator session is over, I have a small tidbit on what we can learn, or how we can learn or do the daily discoveries. So for the general evaluation, I would like to call the mentor of our club and my mentor, whom we haven't seen in a while, Toastmaster Ramdas. Please come on this stage. There's a bright light on this one.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day. It's my pleasure to be back after a gap of a couple of weeks. I was missing this fun and learning here. Used to see the pictures and I was envy that okay, I'm missing this party here. Nice to be back here. So today it's my pleasure to be the general evaluator for this meeting. So we see valuation. Valuation is valuation of properties, valuation we get in marks. This is evaluation. That means we add value by giving feedback to the speakers and the note takers here. Let me invite the evaluator of the speech to give the feedback, please. Toastmaster Shalini.
Thank you, GE, Toastmaster Ramdas, sir. Good evening, Toastmasters, and very specifically my target speaker, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. So first and foremost, I am very honored to be evaluating this speech of this depth and understanding. Let me begin with the three positives first. The first one was audience engagement. You started the speech with a very poignant thought. The meaning of life is to find a gift, but the purpose of life is to give it away. You asked a question after that, which is, what makes you get up every day? Which made all of us think. Some were very humorous answers, but it's actually a very in-depth question to think about what is it that drives us every day. And on that note, you connected all of us and made us all write our purpose on a sheet of paper. So there were two levels of audience engagement, one on the primary, one on the secondary level. The next thing was the neatness in structure. There were 7 incidents in your life so far that highlighted the purpose of different kinds that happened. Survival, communication skills. Suddenly in between there was not any purpose at all. You had no realization of what to do in your life after you passed out from college. But again, bringing it back to full circle of finding your purpose again in the end, when you said, I came back to Bangalore from Pratapgarh, you made the whole speech look extremely neat. The message I would say was a killer, the 3 messages that you give. Service to community, leadership, and continuous learning. This is one of your best speeches, I think, which you have delivered here. Probably the suggestions that I would like to give you, you can apply it in your next path, since this is your path completion speech. Number 1 is, you are very pro at first person narrative. I thought you could use a lot of role play in your speech. Like when you had that tiff between your brother and sister-in-law, you could have done like a role play because the entire stage you could have used. Because you are very, very good when you want to talk about yourself. The first person, I narrative. But to challenge yourself, you can actually use second person, third person narrative. The second thing is when you become very overexcited about a particular point in your own speech, you tend to repeat certain words and sentences. Like for one was, I didn't have a purpose. I didn't know what the purpose was. That went on for 3-4 times. When you say it one time, the audience already registers it. So I would like you to use a story there. If you're not finding an idea, use a story to cover up that message. And the last is, don't get swayed by the audience because in between people laughed, but your tone changed. So in a nutshell, a great speech, remarkable in nature, with a lot of adequate humor and lot of depth, but just work on your vocal variety. Don't get swayed by the audience, and just make sure that you don't repeat words and phrases. With that, all the best to you for your upcoming path.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shalini. That's a wonderful evaluation. Thank you. You covered where the speaker did well and where this is scope to improve. I completely agree. So nothing much to add to your evaluation. Is this path completion speech? Okay, fine. Thank you. Just to add a couple of more things to the speaker, because this is a 20-minute speech, which is typically like a keynote speech. what I liked is the energetic voice is extremely nice. You have extremely good pauses. I like that. Your pace of speeches are very good. You went fast, you slowed down, very nice. Voice modulation, some places you've done extremely well. You said piercing. That was extremely well done. Couple of things you could look at beyond the evaluator giving the feedback. One, I did not, I mean, there is a transition issue I found in two places. In the beginning itself and the second you got into, you talked about the three important things that you want to talk. Mentor told you about three things. The transition from the purpose of life to the mentor was a disconnect for me. I don't know about the audience. Secondly, you did well at the end to bring back the opening statement, what you did, but somehow the transition from there to the closing statement was not good. So, transition is something I think you should look at critically. What you did well was 20-minute speech is not easy, but to keep the audience engaged. It's easy that the audience may lose their thoughts to what's happening, what's there for snacks today, or what's happening in the evening today or tomorrow, or there's IPL match. Holding the attendance, the audience attention is very important. Did well by asking questions. The best thing for keynote speakers who also go outside is engage audience by asking questions extremely well. You ask three questions. Most of the audience answered to you. That means they were connected. And when somebody answers, it changes the perspective of your speech, and we get a lot of inputs by the answers given by the audience. Done extremely well. Wish you all the best. It's not easy to give 20-minute speech. You practice whatever the feedback you got, and you have already your strengths. Wish you all the best. Good luck. So today the meeting started on time, and it's the tradition of NITK BIHIVE Toastmasters, which are all proud of. And I could see that SA standing here, waiting for the time to click 7 p.m. and start the meeting very well. Toastmaster Vikas, I like your energy of the opening, your statement, and something I start liking is the clap. Clap when you do, it energizes us, and the atmosphere is very good and very well. You talked about the mission, then golden rules, introduced the PO. One thing I thought you much improved than what I was seen earlier. One thing is you were not looking at the audience in the eyes, looking down, or sometimes you look outside, I don't know why. So if you don't look at the audience, then we think that you're speaking to somebody else, not to us. So please look at that. Otherwise, you're very confident. Mission of Toastmasters, you're so much by-hearted now. You could tell that. So I really enjoyed. All the best. Thank you. Then coming to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Santosh ji. Santosh, when he comes on the stage, there's a different aura, right? The way in which you present yourself makes all of us feel comfortable, and that was I could see today. Unless you told that you were down today morning, we didn't feel that you're perfectly fine now. But I didn't realize that in the morning you had low energy. What I liked is you always connect to the audience. You asked some questions and audience replied to you. And good to hear that you could speak to the Consul General of Peru in some regard. So you told indirectly that I could speak to somebody. No, all of us cannot speak to somebody of that level, right? You brought it up very well. What you could improve is you made a statement that without wasting more time, let me invite the TM model. I think we are not, anything that we speak here is not to waste anybody's time or not my time. Using that on the stage, I think is not the right thing to do. Otherwise, I think, and one more thing, good thing about Toastmasters Santosh, you always share personal experiences. It's the best thing for PO because every week you come up and speak here. On the topic, you shared experiences very well, really enjoyed, and look forward for your PO roles. Thank you. Yeah, before I call the TMOD feedback, can you have the tag roll feedback timer? Ms. Prasanna.
Today, most of them are within the time frame. But today I am little upset with our president. He didn't use the 5 minutes. He completed in 3 minutes. I think he was in a hurry today. And Meghna, requesting you to at least complete a table topic 1 minute. You were in such a hurry, like a PT Usha, you were running 30 seconds, finished. 31 seconds only you used. Otherwise, everybody was within the time frame given. Thank you.
There's a very crisp report. So instead of giving the time or reading out time for every role taker or within the time anyway, this is not adding value to telling the time taken. So telling who's not met the time is the right thing to do. Well done. And I could see sitting there that you are waving the green, yellow, red cards, and you're waving until the speaker looks at you. Nice, you're doing very good job in timer's role. May I invite the R counter, please, Toastmaster Anand.
The outcome to report has a distinct division today. The first session where the prepared speech was happening, and then the butterfly section of the table topics, the prepared speech and the table topics. Our SAA, this report stopped the bank. It was start on. He had no problem. He was there without any crutch words in the first session. And when it came to the table topics, he started coughing a bit. And you had some strange names, strange crutch words also. Some of the were repeated quite some time. And about 5 times was our presiding officer. This white whale just swam through without any ADs. Our Toastmaster Rashmi, who had no problem. This fish didn't cough anywhere. Evaluator Shalini, the Barracuda cruised smoothly, no problem anywhere. Chandrasekhar, you had some repetitive words which actually was jarring. Be with my elder brother was repeated many times. All this thing was another crutch word that you have. And of course you have had that well contained. And when it came to table topics, that's when all the jarring started. Bhupaya, for one, this kingfish had a sore throat today. 6 or 7 times was put out. And Chandrasekhar, my dear man, I stopped counting your R's. Idu, You seriously had a very big sore throat. Ramdas ji, this shark was majestic in the water. There was no flaw. PK, that stingray couldn't slide properly. There were a lot of eddies. Yeah, so that's the accounting report for you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Instead of reading out who was told, and all that, so you could tell that in a different way. Anandji, very well. So you took that fish coughing and you connected throughout. Nice, well done. So bring some creativity. That's what we could always explore. The kids are always, let's become kids. We invite the grammarian, Toastmaster Megna.
So time to reveal the grammarian report. Word of the day. I was, I kept my ears open I wanted to listen from many people, but only Rashmi ma'am and Santosh sir somewhere he mentioned revelation. Otherwise, no one has used the word revelation. I only used now. Okay. The good words, the new words which I learned is notorious and conquered. I learned new things from you, sir, like churning of life and like a bull. You given us some good examples. Leadership is demonstrated by words and action. And I learned a new thing, a new discovery from you is fish can cough and hippopotamus can run faster. Yeah, but couple of grammatical things which I would like to say. One is all these things, which is not grammatically correct. All these things. I was a small kid, so we can say I was a kid. I was so small. Instead of that, we can say I was young. Making lots of friends, make lots of friends. I completed graduation. Instead of that, we can say I persuaded graduation. I was I had taken, there was some missing of context in between. Sleep in the platform, we can say slept on the platform. I slept on the platform. Dreamt of VP, so dreamed of becoming a VP or dreamt of becoming a VP. I did not have mentor. We could have said I had no mentor. Um, incomplete, somewhere incomplete sentences were there and pauses and a couple of clutch words which our founder has already mentioned. So this is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Meghna. Good job. Couple of suggestions. One is when we speak of improvement areas, we don't mention who it is. You didn't mention the name, but it was visible to whom you're addressing. So generally, you can say these are things we need to improve. Secondly, if there are big list, we can always contact the person in person and convey as well. So keep it brief here on the stage and highlight the main points that has to be learned by all of us. Thank you. Round of applause for all the tag takers. Okay, then we had the table topic session by energetic Toastmaster Vikas ji. What are topics? From where you get these topics? Your preparation for these topics was excellent. The topics you gave made us to think and speak here. They looked easy, but as we progressed speaking the topics, it was a little challenging. Very good energy. You have very clear voice. One thing for the tabletop master is you should have every word should be heard by the audience or the one who's going to come up. Because audience attention, if you're not pronouncing properly, that will confuse the speaker who's going to come here on the stage. What you did well was you didn't call the names. You left it open for anybody to come up and speak. That's one way good, one way not good. So if I'm calling somebody, then that person will be thinking, okay, then that person start thinking on this. If you left it open, I'll not even think on the topic. So my question is, you can have both combinations, open with 1 or 2 opening for anyone to come up and speak, then you call members, that will give some butterflies to us. The topics were longer, so we have to repeat multiple times. My suggestion is, take little smaller topics, don't repeat the topics. One thing which we practice in Toastmasters is tell only once. So even under pressure, able to remember the topic, come up and continue to speak for 2 minutes is a challenge. When you repeat or you give a chip, it makes the easy for the speaker to remember it. So repeat, tell only once, don't repeat. Otherwise, you done very well role. The topics are very good. Really enjoyed. Everybody spoke very well. So that shows that you prepared well and you presented well here also.
Thank you.
All the best. Coming to the TMOD role, Toastmaster Rashmi, the theme for today was excellent. Daily discoveries. Everybody could speak well on this, starting from the presiding officer. Because every day, as you said rightly, we have aha moments. So we need to recognize that aha moments in everyday life, and you brought it up so well. Extremely good theme that you've chosen. You are well prepared. One thing I always like about your performance on the stage is you come prepared. So spending your time preparing, getting the data. You told a couple of things which was not known to us. For example, caterpillar has how many eyes? 12 eyes, right? So then fish can cough, which repeated by Toastmaster Anand. So and humans can run faster than humans. So these are things that you added value to us, which you won't remember. Well done. Your eye contact, gestures, flow of your speech was extremely good. You connected to TMI very well. The translation from your theme to TMI is done very well. What you could do better is one, in the beginning you just mentioned caterpillar's 12 eyes. You could ask a question. Anyone knows how many eyes a caterpillar has, for example? It makes us think. We may say 2, 4, somebody may say 3, right? So asking a question will be helpful. Secondly, I found that you're a little rigid on the stage. You need to open up and make gestures. You're free. Your flow is very smooth, but your body was little rigid. So I found that you could maybe little free up, and then you can be natural as you speak to a group of friends. This is well done, well prepared, and introduction of all the role takers done very well. Good job. Thank you. All the best. The overall feedback about the meeting, we started on time, and the pre-session before we started is really good. I could see the warmth amongst the members, which we don't see in many other clubs. In other clubs, people come, sit, they don't interact. Here we have good interaction with each other, and of course, post-session we have good snacks and networking as well. And this is the latest edition. I see the big picture that we can see on the screen here. Well, nice. And clapping to start the meeting is actually very good practice. Really enjoyed. Looking forward for great meeting, great learnings, great fun in this meeting. Back to you.
After this, before I hand over to the PO, going back to the daily discoveries, there are some ways we can implement these daily discoveries. How can we do that? Probably like PK said, we can start reading books and share it with friends, or talk to a new person whom you have not talked in a while, or a new person. Either way, and have a different discussion than the regular one. So your mind gets stimulated, or find a new road. Just go on the new road in Bangalore, figure out a new place, go to a new restaurant, and come back and talk to everyone. So these are some of the small things which you can do, which can stimulate your mind. Some small examples, but you can go at length and take up new things where you can go and volunteer somewhere or do anything like that. With this, I think I would like to hand over this stage. And before handing over, I think I would request all of them to vote. The survey link should have come on your phones. The link should be there. Did everyone get this? Okay, because all of them are members today. There are no guests. Good. I think with this, I will hand over the stage to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Santosh, the Amitabh Bachchan of our NITK BIHIVE.
Yes, madam. Yes. Rashmi, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
So we should do something new daily. We should go out, isn't it?
Yes.
Can I go on a date with different partners?
I couldn't get a PDF from your wife.
Exactly.
That is the one idea. Let me hear it from the horse's mouth. Okay. Purpose. Huh? What's the time now? How much time do I have? How much? Okay. I was thinking today that Ramdas he's very fond of questions. We should always throw questions to the audience. Right, sir? So let me throw a question at you. We have missed you for quite a long time. Any idea when did you come to this meeting last? Date? Any idea? Yeah. You said, I know we are not missing. You said couple of weeks. Huh? 3 weeks. If my memory is right, it was February 12th when we last saw you. That was on the club contest. After that, huh? Then, then one of the meeting I had not come. Anyway, we have missed you for quite a long time. So please do not let us miss you, sir. 2-3 jobs that activity that I'd like you to pursue now is, some members have not renewed their membership, so we need to take them out of the buddy group, and we need to reset the buddy group size. So can you and VP look into that buddy group and reset them, the members? Second task is to get the bank statement from the updated bank statement, what we discussed. In our let me know what sort of board this is. We can discuss.
Very simple. Yes, document signed by 2 directors.
Okay. Thirdly, Anand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first clap you won, Anand, today you gave something different. Your table topics was in a tested ability. Can you just highlight the members what exactly happened?
So I didn't catch you.
Yesterday or today, at Rotary Palmville, your table topics was ability was tested.
Yes.
I'd like the members also to know.
So,
Briefly.
skill development center was launched by Palmville. They were actually doing skill development of data entry at the one end of the spectrum and data analytics at the other end of the spectrum, and everything in between. So I was the vocational service director of the district before 91. I was also invited, but it was more as an afterthought rather than as a planned invitation. So I was there. But when I was there and they started calling me out and asking me to speak, it was totally an out of the blue request.
Yes.
Give me some words, some speech from our district vocational service director. So it was good. So I've learned to be a Mike Tyson here. When a mic is given, I love to be on the lectern. So we could negotiate it pretty easily.
Pretty easily.
Yes, yes.
So what we learn here, we apply elsewhere outside. That is the beauty of Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Good work.
On the one side, Rotary gives me the opportunity to speak. On the other side, Toastmaster teaches me how to do so. So what we learn is actually applied there.
Coming to Bhupaya, or new member Vinod, let us all give him a welcoming number 19 as on date. Vinod Khandelwal, thank you. Bhupaya, his mentor, will identify and tell you. Okay? Are they ready? Okay. One final announcement. Our division contest will be held on 26th at Bagmani Tech Park, CV Ram Nagar. I encourage all of you to participate in that by taking some roles, either a contest master, contest chair, if these roles are open. And second thing is HSR Club is having a humorous speech contest on 12th. If anyone is interested, they can contact Shalini.
No, sir, I have already posted in the main group, NITK,
Then it's okay.
that even if you go as a voting judge, SSR is one of the best clubs in District 121. It will give you a lot of learning, whether you go as a voting judge or as a participant.
What is this?
We can take this up offline. Now I'd like to invite Vice President Education prepared to declare the results. The voting.
Okay. So we'll start off with the easiest one. The best speaker award goes to Chandrasekhar.
Did you have any competition?
There is no wrong.
Okay.
It's they are coming there.
Thank you.
Good thing. Yeah.
No prizes for guessing this as well. The best evaluator.
Again, this competition.
So technically, should we have this best speaker, best evaluator when there is only one person?
I've given option none as well, but nobody selected none.
We cannot select one, Gopaya.
Or we can say that you want the certificate? Then don't ask questions.
This is different level of threat.
Or the best Toastmaster for the day.
This is.
We have 5 options. Yes, Toastmaster Vikas. For being the best favorite topic master today.
First time.
No, you have got best table topic master before also. Whenever you take table topics, you are the winner.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the best role taker, we have a tie between Toastmaster Meghana and Toastmaster Anand.
This is for who? Look.
Thank you.
Best table topic speaker, again is a tie, so you can please wait here. The best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Anand and Toastmaster Bhupendra.
This is one, right? Keep it here. That's about it. Thank you so much. Okay, we will see it. You look at that? Okay, so we are done with today's meeting. And after I join the meeting, I invite Toastmaster Nimisha to carry out our first KYR series on the role of timer. I think it's okay. 8:20 you want, huh? I joined the meeting number 255.